come to lie down. We're still a little bit before time. So coming to lie in whatever position is comfortable for you today. Take the legs into the position that feels good. The hands can rest where they want to go. And use this time to make your adjustments. Allow the body to feel comfortable. And then allow the body to settle. We have started about a minute earlier, so hi, if you're just joining, we're coming to lying. So the whole body is heavy. And just scan through. Start from the crown of the head. Use your awareness to just slowly move down the body, scanning and letting go of any areas of tension. So you might notice this in the face, shoulders, the back, wherever it is for you. Just slowly, quite methodically, moving your awareness down. Eventually you'll get to your toes and then run down the arms to your fingertips. Just checking in with any tension and letting that release where possible. And not forgetting to run down the arms to the hands and the wrists and the fingers. And then when you finished that scan, you feel that the whole body is very heavy. Allow the body to be held by the mat. And then we're going to scan through again. So starting from the crown of the head. As you move down slowly, methodically, checking in and seeing what's coming up for you this evening. Observing subtle sensations, tightness, openness, injuries. Really exploring and noticing what's coming up for you this evening. So work your way down. Down the legs to the toes, down the arms to the fingers. And then taking a step back from the physical body, notice your mood and your energy this evening. And remember that as we move through the practice, you're always welcome to rest. You can modify when you need to, use your props if you have them, and also use variations that you like to practice. You can either keep the hands just where they are or let them come to rest over the heart, on the heart. The awareness into the mind, and as always, an opportunity to set an intention. A positive affirmation, that might be a word, few words, or a statement. We'll take an inhale together. Send out your intentions with your exhale. And start now to deepen the breath, so working into a smooth and even breath. With the inhale equal to the exhale. It will take some time to create the breath. And if it's useful to you, you can always mentally count. Or maybe a 3 or 4 or 5 count in, and match that count on your exhale. And when the hands are resting on the body, you can feel the breath, the rise and fall of the abdomen, and feel the rhythm. And we notice the 4 parts of the breath: the inhale, the natural pause at the top of the inhale, the exhale, and the natural pause at the bottom of the exhale. So this is the breath that we will use through the practice. Maintain the rhythm. We flow with this rhythm, so there's never any rush. If you're rushing, that means you're out of breath and you need to rest. So we flow with this rhythm, and then we're holding, we come back to this rhythm. If you're holding the breath, you probably need to take a break or just ease off a little bit. Now gently bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Notice how that feels around the hips and the lower back. And you can take any movement that feels good this evening, this morning for Mandy. And we're going to keep the right knee in and extend the left leg along the mat. Let the left leg rest on the mat. It's not hovering up in the air. Heavy left leg. Interlace around the right shin, and then pull the knee in towards your right armpit. Give it a nice squeeze. Take a couple of breaths here. Unclench the jaw. And we release the grip and kick the right heel up to the ceiling. Take an interlace around the back of the right thigh. And take some ankle rolls slowly. No rush. And change direction. Spread the toes out if you can. You can go ahead and point and flex. And then hold it in the flex position. So press out through the heel Work the leg towards straight, and we're moving to the point of sensation where you feel the stretch through the back of the leg, so the hamstring, the calf, up into the heel. If it's tight, you can keep the knee as bent as it needs to be. Relax the shoulders and the face, and take a couple of deep breaths here. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot, and we'll take figure 4. Release the hands, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and open the right knee up. You can stay just like this, or thread the needle with both hands, lacing around the back of your left thigh, and the left foot just dangles down. The right foot is flexed. And push your tailbone down. Nudge the right knee open a little bit, and then breathe into the right hip. Release the hands, release both feet onto the mat and pause. Take a moment, see how that right leg feels. We switch sides. The left knee draws in, the right leg heavy on the mat. Squeeze the left knee in. Now extend the left leg up, interlace around the back of the left thigh, and take the ankle rolls. In both directions. And point and flex. Spread the toes. Kick out through the heel, work the leg towards straight. Draw that leg in any amount, but you don't need to go that far. You don't need to be at the point where everything's trembling or you're grinding your teeth. Just gentle stretch through the back of the left leg. Now bend the right knee, we'll take figure 4 on the left with the option to thread the needle. The right foot dangles down. If you have the space, if you want it to be a little bit more intense, you might be able to interlace around the shin. But again, you don't have to go that deep to feel the opening through the hip, through the lower back. And then release, both feet on the mat and pause. Take a moment, notice how that feels. Press the hands down. One round of bridge. Lift the hips up. Make sure the whole of the footprint is pressing down. Lift the hips up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So really walk the shoulder blades, the upper arms under the back. You can just keep pressing the hands down or interlace the fingers behind the back. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Think chest to chin. Tailbone towards the knees. Take a few big breaths. And then we slowly lower down with control, wriggle the shoulder blades out of the way, let the back settle and breathe deeply. Not sudden movements, just let the muscles release. Now bring the knees in. We're going to rock along the length of the spine. Do this a few times if that feels good for you. If not, just come up and over. We're going to meet on all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. One round of cow and cat. On your inhale, take the gaze up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Exhale, round into cat pose. Tuck the chin, press the mat away, tuck the tailbone down. Come back to a neutral spine. On your inhale, reach your right hand high up to the sky. Really open up to the right. Reach up. Feel a stretch through the right arm, all the way to your armpit, and then down the right side. We'll use the next exhale to thread the needle so the right arm comes through the right shoulder and the right side of the head comes down. Keep sticking your bum out. Press the left hand in front of your face and turn the chest to the left. Keep sticking the bum out to lengthen both sides. We'll use an inhale to rise back up and reach the right hand high to the sky. Exhale, right hand on the mat. Inhale, the left hand reaches up. Open up, stretch up. Feel that through the left arm to the armpit and then all the way down the left side. And then if you're not feeling that stretch, push the left hip back. On your next exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder, left side of the face comes down. Stick your butt out. Turn your chest to the right, press into the right hand. We use an inhale to come back up and reach the left hand high, open up. Exhale, left hand down. Tuck the toes and push back to downward facing dog. Lift the sit bones up and back. And we'll slowly pedal the feet out. And give the head a shake, yes and no. And use your inhale to come high up onto your tiptoes. And the exhale to sink the heels back and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. We're going to fan the heels over to the right. So you come onto the outside edge of the right foot, the inside edge of the left foot. The top part of your down dog is just the same. Keep pressing into the hands, sink the chest down. Big side stretch through the left side. Inhale, come up onto tiptoes. Exhale, heels to your left. Outside edge of the left foot, inside edge of the right foot, press into your hands. And the arms are nice and straight, not bowing at the elbows. Inhale, come back to center, lift the heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, up onto tiptoes, come forwards into a plank, high plank or modify with the knees down. Take another inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale for a baby cobra, lift the hands and the chest. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Extend your left arm out to the left, so half of a capital T. Left hand out from the left shoulder, palm down. We're going to roll onto the left side. And then you can either stack the legs and flex the feet, or bend the right knee so the right toes are behind the left leg, right knee up towards the ceiling. Use your right hand to stabilize, and you're in a shoulder stretch. So you want to feel this through the left shoulder. If it's too strong, you can walk the hand down towards your bum, left hand. If you want to make it a bit stronger, move the left hand up towards the top of the mat. And let the head rest. The head is not hovering, it's resting on the floor or your mat. Take a couple of breaths here. Roll back onto the belly. One little cobra, inhale to lift up. Exhale, lower down, switching sides. The right arm moves straight out to your right. Roll onto your right side, either stacking the legs or you bend the left knee. Adjust the position of the right arm so you feel that opening through the right shoulder, and breathe where you need it. And we'll come back onto the belly. Forehead down, this time fingertips out to the sides like spiders, elbows up at 90 degrees. On your inhale, push down through the legs, lift the chest up, push into the fingertips. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, you lift up and bend the right knee. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, bring your left knee up, or bend the left knee. Exhale, lower down, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, come up to all fours and move back to child's pose. The big toes touch, take your knees wide. Seat to heels. Nestle the bum down, let the forehead rest and extend the arms forwards. Take 5 full breaths. Just one more breath. Come up to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward in with the exhale. Take an interlace behind the back. Let the head go. So if the shoulders are okay with it, lift the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Maybe they start to fall overhead. If the shoulders are tight, you can rest your hands on your lower back or bring them down onto the floor. Now give the head a shake out to release the neck. Take a sway from side to side. Let the weight move through the feet. And then rock forwards and backwards. So you're catching the weight in your toes. Now come to stillness. Gently bend the knees just a little bit. On your exhale, fold in more deeply, straighten the legs. Inhale, a little bend in the knees. Exhale, fold in, lift the hips up. One more time, inhale. Exhale, work the legs towards straight. Hold it here, let the head go. Gently release the hands down. Take the feet to the edges of the mat. Coming into your squat. So whatever goes for you, you might be a little bit higher up. You might be able to sink the hips down. You might have a handy block to sit on. And we're here. Pressing the palms together. Pressing the elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows, and lifting the chest. But you can hold it here if you want to play with crow today. Go ahead. Perfect place to move into it from. You're at home. Nobody can see you. Couple more breaths. And we'll meet in a standing forward fold. So head and hands down, hips up, heel toe the feet towards each other. Move your block out of the way. On your next inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to stand. Strong legs as you reach up, press the palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes. Don't fidget. Come back to your breath. Be aware of sensation. Anything new, any shifts. And remember your intention. Bring the arms down by the sides, Tadasana. You're rooting down through the feet. Crown of the head lifts up and the chest is open. On your inhale, reach up, look up, big stretch. Exhale to fold forwards, leading with the heart. You bend the knees as much as you need to. Halfway lift, inhale, long spine. Exhale, stepping back to a plank. And take an inhale here. Exhale, bend the elbows to lower down, belly or chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Anytime that you need to modify down dog, you can take all fours or child's pose. We're here for 5 breaths. So do what you need to do to make it feel like a resting pose. One more breath here. On your next exhale, you look forwards and make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up, nice long deep breath. Exhale to fold back in, forward fold, not speeding up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, take it back to your plank. And an inhale here. Exhale as you lower down, everything strong. Inhale for your back bend. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to down dog. Five breaths. The chin is slightly tucked. That helps to lengthen the back of the neck. Knees can be slightly bent. That helps to lengthen the lower back. And the heels working towards the mat, maybe not pressing down. Couple more breaths. Use an exhale to look forwards. Step or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale to rise up. Flowing through again. Exhale to fold forwards. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Hold it in plank for one breath. Exhale, you lower down. Inhale, lengthen into your back bend. Exhale, shifting back to down dog. Anytime an exhale out the mouth feels helpful, go ahead. One more breath. Use your next exhale to look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold back in with your exhale. Hold it here. Take an interlace behind the back. Knuckles up, head down. If the shoulders are tight, release the hands down. On your next inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Be still. Stabilize the breath. And just as we did in lying at the beginning of the class, scan through. Release any tension that doesn't need to be there. Release the arms down by the sides. Moving on, either big toes to touch or keep the feet roughly hip width. On an inhale, reach the hands out and up. Hands stay shoulder width. Exhale, sit down into chair pose. A deep bend in the knees. When the legs are together, squeeze them together. Squeeze the belly in, sit a little bit deeper. And take 2 more full breaths. On your next exhale, forward fold. And step to downward facing dog. Sink the heels down. Inhale, the right leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open the hip, the knee points up. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips so the right toes point down. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, rock forwards, step the right foot through. Take an inhale here. And then the back heel, back foot drops down into warrior 2 position. And we're going to lift up into warrior 2. Press down, open hips and arms. And then deepen that lunge. Press into the back foot. Check that the back arm is parallel to the floor, and then gaze towards the front hand. Again, scan through. See what you can do to release any unnecessary tension. How can you make it a little bit easier for yourself? Coming into side angle pose, forearm onto the front thigh, reach your left hand up to get that lift up. Then extend the left arm by the left ear. Deepen the lunge into the front knee. Turn to your left. Either look down to the side or up towards the ceiling. Left hand reaches up. Triangle pose. Straighten the front leg. Bring your right hand onto the right shin. Inhale, you lift and lengthen through the chest. Exhale, you turn the chest to your left. Look up, look to the side, or you look down. Whatever feels most comfortable on your neck and shoulders. Coming back into warrior two. Bend the front knee, bring both arms parallel. Flip the front palm and reverse. There's a side stretch through the right side. Now release the right arm behind the back to take an interlace of the fingers for humble warrior. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the knuckles down. On your next exhale, bow towards the top left corner of the mat. Let the head go. Give it a shake out. Look back towards your left foot. Lift the knuckles up towards the ceiling if that's okay on your shoulders. If not, bring the hands down. Now the right leg is taking a lot of the weight. So press into your back leg. One more breath. Quietly release your hands down. You're in a lunge. And we step back to a three-legged dog with the right leg high to the sky. You can give it a shake out if that feels good. Now your choice is you can rest in down dog or child's pose. You can flow through a regular vinyasa, or maybe keep this right leg lifted and strong and engaged. Inhaling to a plank. Exhaling as you lower down. Inhale as you move into your back bend. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Take an inhale through the nose. And an exhale out through the mouth. Stabilize the breath. Moving on your inhale, the left leg lifts up. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Left knee lifting up to the ceiling. Keep your shoulders square. Inhale, kick out through the left heel. Square the hips off. Exhale, engage the core. Bring the knee to the nose. Rock forwards. Step the left foot through. Enjoy this inhale here. We're not in a rush. You exhale to position your back foot down for warrior two. Use an inhale to rise up and settle in. Make it a bit easier for yourself. Side angle pose, forearm to thigh, reach the right hand up. Right arm by the right ear. Chest opening to your right. One more breath. Right hand reaches up. Left hand onto the left shin and you straighten the left leg for triangle. If you need to shimmy the back foot in, go for it. And remember, little bends in the knees, so you're not just locking the joints. We move back into warrior two. Find the bend into the front knee. Flip the front palm and reverse. Direct the breath into the left side, that big opening into the ribs, the waist. Now release the left hand to take an interlace behind the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, humble warrior, bow to the top right corner of the mat. Let the head go. If you've gone for the interlace, if there is tightness in the shoulders, breathe into it. You release the hands down. Take an inhale in your lunge. Kick back to a three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Give it a shake out. And then you decide, you can flow through or you can rest. One breath, one movement if you're flowing, inhaling to your plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale for a back bend, tops of the feet press down as you lift up. Exhale to down dog. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Close the eyes and come back to your breath, the same rhythm that you created at the beginning. Now meeting in down dog if you're ready. We're going to flow through one more time, one breath, one movement, there or thereabouts. On your inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend the right leg. Exhale to step the right foot through. Give it a helping hand if you need to. Take an inhale here, not rushing. Exhale to drop the back heel down. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale to side angle, reaching up. Inhale, the left arm extends over the left ear. Inhale, the left hand reaches up. Moving into triangle, right hand, right shin, straighten the right leg. Lengthen, turn open. Come back into warrior two. Flip the front palm and reverse. Release the right hand to meet the left. Interlace the fingers. Use your inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale to fold forward. Humble warrior. Release the hands down. Take an inhale in your lunge. Exhale to a three-legged dog. Shake it out. Now you choose rest or flow through. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, you lower down. Inhale, lengthen into a back bend from your toes to your crown. Exhale, we're in down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Now we're going to move on to the second side. So use your breath. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Hold inhale here. Exhale, the right foot drops down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to side angle, reach up. Inhale, the right arm extends. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, right hand up, left hand down, triangle, straightening the front leg. Come back into warrior two. Flip the front palm to reverse. Exhale, the left hand meets the right. Take an interlace. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Release the hands down. Take an inhale here. Exhale to three-legged dog, shake it out. Now you choose rest or flow through, but we will all meet in child's pose when you're ready. And seat to heels, big toes touch, the knees nice and wide, let your head rest, let your forearms and your elbows rest. And breathe deeply, big, expansive breaths. Remember your intention. If something new comes up, go with that. Or you might add on to your intention. And start to come up to sit, walk your hands in, come up to sit, hips to one side, extend the legs forwards. The legs or feet can either be together or a little bit apart. Feet are flexed. If there's rounding in the lower back, bend the knees. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold in. Just to that point of sensation. When you feel it, you stop, breathe. If there's any give, you might fold a little bit more deeply. If there's a lot of resistance, then you can back out, breathe, and maybe fold back in. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Make sure you're not holding tension through the shoulders or the jaw, the eyebrows, or anywhere else. And use your next inhale to lift out. Bend the right knee. Step the right foot outside of the left thigh and interlace around the right shin. Sit tall and hug the right knee in. You start to feel this opening through the outside of the right hip, maybe across the lower back a little bit. You can hold it here, or we'll add in the twist. The right hand comes behind. Left hand reaches up, turn to your right. You can either hook the elbow or you hug that knee in. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Use an inhale to sit tall. This right hand is there to prop you up, not to collapse down. On your exhale, turn to the right. 2 more breaths. On your inhale, turn back to center. Bring the right hand inside the right leg down to the arch of the right foot. The counter twist to your left. Inhale, center. Extend the right leg and switch sides. Left knee bends, left foot outside of the right leg. Right foot is flexed. Hold it here, hug the knee in towards you. Hold here or add in your twist. Left hand behind. Reach up through your right hand. Turn to the left and either hook the elbow or hug the knee. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale to turn. Inhale back to center. Run the left hand down the inside of the left calf to the arch of the left foot, and we turn to the right. Come back to center. Extend both legs long. I'm going to bend the right knee. Let the right knee roll out to the side, Janu Shirshasana. Left foot is still flexed. If there's any tightness in the right knee, you can bring the foot down the leg or use a block to prop it up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tilt forward like the breastbone is coming to your big toe. There is the option to bring your right hand outside of the left foot, maybe left hand inside of the left foot, if that's available to you. If not, don't do it. It's fine. You want to feel this opening through the right hip. Push the right knee down. The stretch through the back of the left leg. Maybe an opening through the lower back. Just 2 more breaths. On your inhale, rise up. Switch sides. Extend the right leg. Bend the left knee rolls out. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to fold in. Any amount. Again, if you need to, you can keep your right knee bent. You can shift that left foot down the leg. Go for that crisscross grab if it's available to you or not. Come back to your breath. Inhale to lift out. Bend both knees, plant the feet at the top of the mat. And make your way down. So you can make this as much of a core workout as you like. Take your time or just roll down and hug the knees in. And when you get there, bring the knees in and be still. Feel your back on the mat. Notice how this feels in the body, in the mind, in your breath. We're going to take an easy twist. So bring your tiptoes down, bump the hips to the left, roll your knees to the right. You're welcome to take a different twist if you prefer. But wherever you are, adjust into it. Allow the left side to be nice and open from your hand to your armpit to your hip. And scan from your crown, work your way down to your toes, to your fingers, and let go of the tension. Let this be completely passive. The inhale is still long. maybe a little bit longer than your original count, and make your exhale slightly longer. So if you're inhaling for a count of 4 or 5, make your exhale 6 or 7, maybe 8. Come back to center and switch sides. So the hips shift a little bit over to the right, roll your knees to the left. Adjust into it and then settle in. The inhale is long and the exhale slightly longer. Roll the knees back to center. Give them a little squeeze in. We'll release into Shavasana. Take the legs long. Move the feet to the edges of the mat and let the feet roll out to the sides. Extend the arms down by the sides. Turn your palms up. If you need to grab a blanket or socks or eye pillow, anything like that, go ahead. And then make your final adjustments. So you can be still. Take an inhale through the nose, full, big inhale, the biggest inhale yet. And then the exhale is very long and slow through the lips, as long as you can make it. Just come back to your normal breath. Let the body be heavy. We'll take a few minutes to be still and quiet. And I will let you know when it's time to come out of the practice. If you would like to stay in Shavasana for longer, you're obviously welcome to, so just ignore me, or you can turn your Zoom off now. If you find this part challenging, if the mind starts to get very busy, use your anchor, whatever that might be, the breath, maybe physical sensations or a mantra. Choose something to draw the mind back. And please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you're ready to come out of the practice, start to deepen the breath. And then move your fingers and toes. Roll out through the wrists, the ankles. And turn the head from side to side. And draw your knees in. Let yourself roll over to one side. And make your way up to sit. So we'll take the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Find a comfortable seat. Feel your seat rooting down. The spine is long, chest is open. Bring the awareness inwards and acknowledge your practice in the body. In the mind. In the breath. Bring the thumbs to the third eye between the eyebrows. Remember your intention. Take that away with you today. Bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.